So does it really make sense to pay down your mortgage as fast as possible? Welcome back, guys. It's Tom here from Off Mortgages. Thanks again for tuning in today's video. As always, please like the video down below and smash that subscribe button. That way it'll help grow the channel and more people like you can view this. Growing up, we were always told to pay down your mortgage as fast as possible. Now, at first glance, why wouldn't this make sense? You know, you have the largest debt in your life. Why wouldn't you want to pay that down as fast as possible? However, with interest rates being so low, that might not be the best place to put your money. Now, this is going to mean different things to different people. I'm not suggesting you don't pay down your mortgage at all. However, I'm giving you another way to look at things. Again, there's no right or wrong answer here. I just want to give you guys a different perspective on things. There is an argument to be made that with a 2% interest rate, for example, it may not make financial sense to pay down that mortgage. So consider the following question. Would your savings be better off with a 6% return on investment? So for example, if you had $10,000 and you invested that at a 6% return on investment, that's $600 per year. Conversely, if you put that $10,000 towards your mortgage with your prepayment privileges, you would see a lot less on return. So to give you a specific example, let's say your interest rate was 2% and you invested that $10,000 towards your mortgage, you would only be saving $200 of interest per year. So given that example, you would have been better off investing that money with the 6% return on investment because you would have came out on top with $400. Now, a couple things need to happen in order for this to make sense. One, you need to be financially responsible with your money. Two, you need to find a secure investment for your money. And three, you must be diligent in managing the moving parts. Now, it might sound nice to pay off that mortgage quicker. However, once you use that money to pay off your mortgage, you don't have the ability to leverage that money for investments. Now, if you're looking at this and you might think, this doesn't matter because in the future, if you're mortgage free, then all of this doesn't really matter. But consider this. Now, say something comes up in the future where, maybe you lost your job or there's a medical emergency you have to pay for. All that money that you put towards your mortgage is now landlocked. You'd only be able to access that money if you either had a HELOC or B, you would refinance your property. Now, refinancing incurs some costs. You have your legal fees, your closing costs, and also the bigger one is the mortgage penalty. So hopefully if you've been watching any of my other videos, you had a variable rate at the time. However, if you don't have the variable rate and you go to refinance your property, take out that money, you're going to be paying a hefty penalty to essentially break that mortgage if you have that fixed rate. Now, all of this can be avoided by either A, you already have that money available and you don't have it pushed into that mortgage, or B, you have that HELOC. But let's say you don't have that HELOC and you went with the fixed rate, which a lot of people have that certain situation. Now you've essentially locked up all your money into that property. Now let's say you use that money and invested in real estate. Now, you can't always guarantee that you're going to have appreciation on your real estate investments. However, if you are in the Ontario area, then if you look at the past 30 years, you can see real estate prices have always been rising. So say you did invest in real estate and you had that appreciation, well, now you're that much richer and have that much more of a net worth that you can tap into that money if needed for emergency situations. Now, let's say you're not a fan of real estate investing. You could have used that money to invest in a secure investment that would have more than doubled your interest rate. Now, admittedly, paying off your debt and paying off your mortgage definitely has that psychological benefit of that warm and fuzzy feeling of being debt-free. There is a certain sense of relief when it does come to paying down those debts, and most people don't regret paying off their debts. Looking at it simply, paying off your mortgage as quick as possible definitely saves you money in the long term. You're not paying as much interest as you would have originally, so it definitely does make sense to go that route as well. However, I'm a huge fan of using that debt equity in your home not doing anything for you. I would much rather use that equity and put it to work for myself. So at the end of the day, there is no right or wrong answer here. I just want to put a different perspective into your mind. If you are a person that is trying to pay down your mortgage as fast as possible, it does help to look at different points of view. Now, if you do want to make that equity work for you, definitely reach out to me and we can go over some options on what we can do to invest. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next one.